fact.
Let's talk about the your process, man. Like, you know, you at Maryland, you balling, you doing your thing. Team wise, not so great, but I know as my partner used to always call me, you know, when I was at Howard, like how plan A go? Shit, we called that L. Or how was plan B? Well, shit, I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, you do your thing, whatever. Just talk about like a little bit like leading up to the draft, man. Like what was you focusing on? What was some of the things that, you know, you kind of heard that you need to work on? And like what was your just like your mental capacity? Where was you at?
It was crazy because my first year I had a lot of success. Was healthy for the majority part of the season. I was a freshman having success too. So, you know, having early success, everybody has a mindset of I'm 3-0. I ain't trying to spend too much time in college. I want to go to the NFL. And then my second year, halfway through the season, I had broke my ankle. So it was definitely a learning curve for me at that point, because that was the first time I ever felt like I wasn't invincible. Like I you know, you feel like Superman until you find some kryptonite.
You get set down,
yeah.
So that moment, it changed my life for real. If I had to be honest with you, it changed my life because I felt like I wasn't invincible. I felt like the game was taken away from me for a reason. You know, obviously I didn't appreciate it enough, and I wasn't thankful enough. So I had made a promise to myself that like when I get both my legs back, I'm gonna grind this one out. I ain't playing around. So I got my ankle back. My ankle got back right. I played my next year, and I ended up Penn State. I ended up lacerating my kidney in the game. Sat down a couple more games. So it was definitely a mind thing, because in college, you're kind of by yourself. You know, you got away from your parents, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're by yourself, and you kind of like learning how to be a man. And I feel like I grew into who I needed to be, you know, in those moments when I was by myself, like mentally strong, mentally tough. I was trying to come back. After 3 games after my lacerated kidney, and my coach was like, nah, we just gonna sit you out and worried about your safety. I kind of think he wanted me to stay in school another year. So I'm gonna play in a bowl game. So I had my mindset on the bowl game. I played in the bowl game against Stanford. Got the shit beat out of us. Plan B didn't go too bad that day. I told myself like I'm out. Yeah. I got injured twice. And then I was like, all right, now we ain't winning no championships. We ain't competing for no championships. So I'm gonna try to take my talents and go to the next level. And as I was coming out, I played predominantly slot. I didn't play any outside. So he had me in the slot majority working, and I felt like I was going out to be a slot return guy. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna get it by any means. I don't care how I get it.
Yep.
So throughout my process of the combine, I got invited to the combine, luckily. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna give it everything I got. I was training every day, trying to run a good time. You know how it is. You know how the combine can be stressful for guys, especially when they telling you can go from damn near 2 to 7. You know. So for me, I was just like, shit, I'm rocking. I'm betting on myself. I wasn't going back to school. I was saying I'm gonna bet on myself, and we'll let the chips fall where they lay.
That's what's up. Hey, I didn't even know you jumped out early. I thought you came out as a senior, so you jumped out the water early, better yourself, double down. I like it though, man. Where did you train?
Pete Bomaritos in Miami.
Okay, so you trained down here too. Yeah, I trained there. I was back and forth from Bomaritos to Dallas with Dion, but
you doing the DB stuff in Dallas?
Yeah, I was doing the DB stuff with that was Dion had just started something called Prime U, and it was like a little thing. It was doing the NFL Network. Had probably about 6-7 guys out there getting in there. I really wanted to learn the game more so than the combine stuff. I felt like it was gonna be what it was. I was gonna run what I was gonna run. I'm athletic. All that shit gonna work. But I wanted to learn shit from the best, who I felt is the best ever. So I got up under his wing. But I definitely missed. Bomaritos. He every rotation, every run, every arm swing, every start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would have probably had a better combine, but I'm glad I did what I did. But that process was crazy, like you said, stressful. But you enjoy it.
That's real stress. As a kid, when you tell you, I don't know if anybody said it. You ever said it to your mom, like, "Damn, I'm stressed." And like, boy, you don't know what. That was my first time really experiencing that, of having anxiety and stuff that I never thought was serious.
Right.
Yeah.
Experience it for myself. I'm like, damn, people who struggle with this for real.
This is real.
No game. So I was like a little apprehensive about like going into the process, but I said, what you got to lose? You got so much more to gain.
Yeah. Hey, so to piggyback on that, right? So I remember this shit like it was yesterday. you in Minnesota, right? At this time, I'm in San Fran, right?
Yeah.
And we play y'all first game of the year, and you not dressing out.
Oh man, I was hurt.
You not dressing out. So I come to you after the game and was like, yo, like, take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Your time gonna come. You ended up, I think, not dressing for the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Cats got hurt in front of you. You finally dressed your 4th game, do what you do. Like, talk about how that was, you know what I'm saying, making you feel. Again, you know what I mean? You kind of been the man your whole career. And now your first 3 games in the NFL, like, you not dressing. Like, how that shit make you feel?
I'm gonna rewind even more.
Yeah.
When I finally get drafted, I get drafted in the 5th round. I'm like, damn, I got my shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't care when I got drafted. Like, and then I'm thankful. Like, let's go. Let's get to work. And we had that summer, Twan, and at the retreat.
Right.
So I was like going into camp, trying to understand, like, shit, how do I approach camp? Like, what do I do to be a pro? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had asked Twan, I had asked Maurice, like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? How do I handle it? Because I know I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna do all that, but what is it how do I handle myself? They was like, damn near just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta say shit. You know what I'm saying? Just grind, just ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, how to be a pro without, you know how rookies are at sometimes. They can jump out there or think more of themselves, and you ain't really gotta say shit, just go ball and grind. And that's why I really took that and kind of translated to my camp experience. You know what I'm saying? I took the shit that they told me and was like this, all right, I'm gonna listen. These niggas been there, they had success. You know what I'm saying? I'm on as a man, as a player. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take what they say and run with it. So I had a good camp. I thought I had a good camp. We had preseason. I had a couple returns. You know what I'm saying? I had some success at receiver. I was like, shit, like, I got a chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could at least go in there, run somebody off or something like that, run it over. The first game come around. This shocked me too. So I'm dressed, I'm ready to go. We traveling. It's my first time traveling. I'm excited. I get to my locker. I joke all the time with young players. I get to my locker. I see sweatpants and a hoodie.
And coming there, they take your jersey off your shoulder pads.
I said, where my I ain't got no equipment. I don't got no equipment in my locker. And they was like, yeah, you're not gonna be active this game. And I said, what is that? What is not active?
Right.
And they was like, yeah, you just gonna be shut down this week. Like, you might be up for next week. And I was like, all right, so I'm sick. Like, you can see it in my face. I'm sick.
Yeah.
I see Twan them warming up. I think they had on their black uniforms. They had on black.
Yeah, we had all black.
We had on white. And I was like, damn, they looking icy. I'm like, shit, I'm on the sideline. I'm like, damn, this shit do not feel good. I had sunflower seeds and some Gatorade. I always say this to my young man. I had the sunflower seeds. I was like, this shit, that is a good play. You might got
call that wet, dog.
It's humbling. Like, it had my humble pie again. And I had it with the draft stuff, getting Johnson in the 5th round. I had plenty of guys going in front of me that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I'll never say a guy didn't deserve it, but I felt like I was just as good. You know what I'm saying? I could have went. So I had my another slice of humble pie, and it went for another game, and it went for another game. And this is how I know, not only do I know God's real, but he always demonstrating, because leading to that 3rd week, I'm frustrated. Man, I'm really frustrated in practice. Like, I'm going super hard because I'm mad. And it's to me, I haven't demonstrated enough that I'm ready to play. Now I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? Every rep. And I was going against, back then it was Terrence Newman, it was Captain Munnerlin, we had Xavier Rhodes, and I was like, I don't give a fuck who in front of me. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers play me, everybody got to get it. So I was having success in practice, and I was really just going super hard, and I didn't know no other way. And then that Friday of the last day, Friday's like, you don't be doing too much. I was going hard. Like, I was still like, nah, man, fuck that. Y'all got I don't care what day of the week it is. And they was like, this youngin', like, you just got to chill.
Yeah, chill, cuz Friday.
Right.
So I was just like this. I was like this, man, I ain't chilling for shit. That's nothing to do with me. So I was like, in that moment, I got so frustrated. I remember that day. I was so frustrated that they was telling me to chill, because I'm like this, man, something got to give. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting my ass, and I got to chill for them. And I'm like, I'm still trying to get better. And I'm like this, fuck that, I ain't chilling. So the game come around, we playing, I think we played Detroit. Calvin Johnson out there. This is my first year, so this is my first time seeing Calvin Johnson. It was huge. Calvin Johnson,
yeah,
person on the
different.
I was like, damn, man, he big as shit. So the game going on, and one of the guys break his hand, and then another guy break his rib, like fracture the rib. So it's 2 guys down.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean that next week I'm up regardless on how you just.
Yeah.
That's how I know, like, God meant for that. I don't never want nothing bad to happen to anyone, but they both got hurt. Mm-hmm. And what's the chances they both get hurt? One guy get hurt, they both got hurt, and I'm up to play. So it was definitely like that. I just remember being so frustrated that Saturday, like, shit, I ain't playing. Like, I'm still on the pond. Like, no way.
Yeah.
My turn. So I got my opportunity, and I told myself, as soon as it happened, I was like, damn, God's for real, because I was just frustrated in the moment, mad. And I said, they let me in between them lines. If they let me in between them lines, I ain't gonna come out. I ain't coming out myself.
That's real.
And that shit tough, man. I consult with some younger guys now. We watch film, we talk about the game, and some guys are in different positions. Some guys are starters, big contracts. Some people on P squad trying to get called up, and that's tough as a football player because you always had you gotta have the utmost confidence in yourself.
Yeah,
you always feel like you're ready, but you can still get down in the dumps, start losing your confidence, start questioning yourself like, damn, am I good enough? Am I supposed to be on stage? You know what I'm saying? These coaches, like, maybe I see myself different than these coaches and these players see me. So it's really important for athletes and just people in general, just try to keep yourself in that right mental space, man. Positive self-talk. And for y'all that don't know, in the league, it's 53 on the active roster. But I think, 47 dress up, 46?
Yeah, 47 or 47.
Yeah. 40, so 47 on game day dressed up. And depending on, what you're doing on special teams or what you're doing in this role, these guys will be up. Or if it's injuries at another position, somebody else may need to be up. So you kind of, a handful of guys probably don't really know if they're going to be up or down going into that game. So that shit could definitely be stressful.
And like you said,
y'all know because y'all put so much time in this shit. Y'all know what it's like. And to imagine giving it everything you got, and it ain't enough. It ain't enough. I had an old coach,
and for you to find out, like, you go in the field, you pregame, you warm up, like everything, like, and you know what I'm saying, and you coming in, it's like D-Bus said, they taking that jersey off that tape and them shoulder pads.
I remember the first time that shit happened, I got benched my second year. And they did me like that one game. And I'm like, I came in my first year, I started out the gate, starting playing, I'd be in and out the lineup, but I was always playing. I was always up. It was never even a question. Yeah. So I come in there like the same thing. I'm like, but it happened your first game. So imagine this happening like game probably like 20 something at this point. And they
I was trying.
Oh man, y'all got me. They had my locker in a whole different place. I'm like, oh, y'all got me fucked up.
You going to see a locker where Joe normally be somebody else's name up there.
Me and Chung and rookies at that point. We had this was my second year, but I was always next to Chung. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm about to be out of here.
Got you rooming with somebody.
That shit real, man. I was over there by the doctors.
They put 2 people in the ones that you not playing. Yeah. 2 sets of sweatpants.
Yeah, you got a roommate.
Especially if you're on the road.
Yes. Y'all be next to each other. I'm like that.
In the corner somewhere. You gotta pull your chair out in the middle of the floor so you can have some room and shit.
Hot too. So you get your shot. So this rookie year, this what? Game 5, you said?
Game 4. We're playing Denver Broncos.
Game 4, and okay. What was it? How that first game go?
So up to that point, we wasn't having too much success throwing the ball. Shit, it was be the first game we really had to throw the ball. Like, we played a couple teams that we didn't really have to throw the ball, but Denver was a team. They won a Super Bowl that year. They had lights out defense. Malik Jackson up front, DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, and Shane Ray. Then they had the linebackers. They had Akeem Talib in the back and Chris Harris in the back end.
T.J. Ward and boys.
They was nice. They had that figured out on defense. So I got my shot, but it just happened that I get my shot against the team that ended up winning the Super Bowl, which is that's defense. So I'm like, I don't care who it is out there. I don't give a fuck if they put anybody out there. I got to do them. So, and it was my way of telling myself, shit, if you ready, we about to see if you ready or not.
Facts.
Like you say you ready. So I ended up having like 8 catches for like 80-something yards. But at that point, it would be the most any receiver had that year. You know what I'm saying, on our team, any receiving wise. So and Adam Thielen had played. This was one of his first games up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He played special teams and stuff, but being a receiver, like, you know what I'm saying, out there running routes and getting open. So he had like 80 yards, and then Mike Wallace had like 70 yards in the touch. So it was spinning. Like, we had some success, and we lost. We ended up losing on the last drive of the game, strip sack, Von Miller. So it was a tight game, but shit, I was thinking throughout the game, I was like, shit, I kind of had an okay game, I think. So I had 2 fumbles, and I got them both back. You know how in practice, nobody ain't knocking out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm out there lackadaisical with the rock, and they smack.
They come at it every play.
I got them back. I got them both back though, thankfully, and they didn't cost my team. So I ended up playing that week. The next game come around, I get to start that game again. I think I had 8 yards, and then I kind of slowly just took over the position, and they kind of they didn't give me the job. I earned the job.
Yeah.
When I had the most success of the receivers, and I was kind of eating. So just being a rookie and kind of like having that success and having some lows and going against the best DBs. And then I got a Hall of Famer in my backfield that want the rock as well. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, AP first year back.
Yeah.
He was a handful. So kind of just learning and having those highs and lows and that roller coaster that rookie year really kind of propelled me moving forward.